Can you tell us, please, how energy projects can be structured to balance investor returns with affordability and long-term sustainability? What are your comments, Lizzie?
Thanks, Kate. So, in terms of structuring projects, I think the first thing to do is understand your project. Who are your stakeholders? That is an important point because as you structure your project, you need to understand the risks that each of these stakeholders is seeing in the project and how those risks will be mitigated. Because those risks that are there also determine how much those stakeholders will require as a return from your project. So when you understand that, then it helps you even as you are structuring your project. Then you also look at what is the available mode of financing. You've got your equity funders who will bring in equity capital. You've got your lenders who will give you debt. And even as you talk about lenders, there are various types of lenders that you can reach out to. And each of them will have their own expectations. I will repeat what Mila said. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Ultimately, when you take your project to market, the person or institution that is giving you money for that project will want their money back. So they'll look at what are the cash flows that are sitting in that project. Are they adequate to be able for them to get back their money with a return? Mind you, when someone gives you their money to invest in a project, they are investing. They want the return for it. In essence, they are selling you that money at a price. That price might be 9%, 10%, or whatever it is. But when you get somebody's money to invest in a project, you are buying that money, and the price is the interest that you are going to pay. So the institution or the person that is giving you that money will look at your cash flows. So when you do your financial model, and that's an important piece of paper that you have to take to whoever you're asking money from, it has to be seen that indeed there are adequate cash flows there to be able to pay back that money. No one is going to give you money as a charity case. I'll talk to it later. There are a few institutions that will give you grants to be able to help you develop that project. But ultimately, the bigger money that you get to fund your power plant or whatever energy project you are doing will have to be paid back. Then you also need to look at when you are structuring that project. For energy, the critical bit is offtake. Do you have a credible power purchase agreement? Because that's what is going to provide the cash flows. Yeah? There are a lot of energy projects out there which won't see the light of day because the offtake arrangement is not credible enough for you or for whoever the developer is to take it to the bank. Yeah? Because your off-taker ultimately is your financier, is the ultimate financier, because they are the ones who are giving you the money that you are going to use to pay that money you have put in the project, whether it's debt, whether it's equity, or whatever it is. So you look at all those even as you structure your project. So when you understand those perspectives, then you can look at, fine, how do I do this financing? Is it on balance sheet? Is it off balance sheet? Again, you look at the risks. If it's on balance sheet, it means the money that you get from whoever will have to be paid from your existing resources that you have, your existing balance sheet. If you default on that loan, they will come for your existing assets. Yeah, if you are a business, if you've got cars, you've got cash in the bank, they will come and grab those to make good the loan that you have paid. So ideally, the most ideal form of financing for large infrastructure projects, which is what power projects fall under, is to have a special purpose vehicle. Because what that does then, is it ring fences your risk. When you go to get money, whether you are getting equity, you are getting debt, or whatever other form of financing you are getting, you are telling the person who's giving you money to say, yes, I'm getting money, I'm building a power plant, but this power plant is not being built by me as CEC in this instance. It's being built by this ADC Energy Company Limited. So the assets that you are building with that money will sit in that company. If there's a problem down the line, you have ring-fenced your existing business. The lender will come and look at what assets are sitting in ADC Energy Limited, and your risk ends there. If you go and finance with your existing business, it means you are exposing your existing business. So that's one of the things. So you've got your PPA, you have a credible off-taker. You've got your SPV, that's the vehicle that helps you to ring-fence the risk of that financing. Then you can look at what's available in the market. There will be the standard financing where you find someone to give you debt. And for infrastructure project, you need to find someone who can do long-dated debt.